Alright, what's going on, guys? We got this beautiful new car. This is the 300ZX, and we are slowly building it. The only thing I've really done so far is taking off the pulley. It's 3 bolts that go to the AC compressor. We are deleting AC out of this so far. We've deleted the cruise control, not power steering. That's right there. It's really easy. It's 2 bolts and 1 plug, and then you just take off the throttle cable. That's why there's 2 throttle cables, by the way. Yeah, so we have the EGR. EGR's got to get deleted, and pretty much all these vacuum lines and all this junk up here. Get rid of that reservoir and that reservoir over there, and just really clean it up. We got the Walmart Value Power. It's beautiful. It's a number 26. It's really small. It's got a really low wattage, but it works. The most I've done to it is take the starter off and take that up to AutoZone to get it tested, and it passed. So I'm either thinking some stator fluid in the cylinders or something, and crank the motor over by hand. I'm also taking the timing belt cover off to check the timing belt. Other than that, all the hoses are going to be replaced, and anything that can be deleted except for heat is going to be deleted, and power steering. But it should be a nice car. It's going to get painted. Interior is pretty much perfect. We don't even have to touch it. Just get it running, get it so that the axle doesn't have 6 inches of play back and forth, just in case, because that seems to be a problem with everybody's car lately. And we haven't even driven it yet. It hasn't started, nothing. So I guess I'm gonna pop this intake off, clean around the spark plug holes, because if you look down there, they're pretty dirty, and I don't want any dirt getting into any of the cylinders, just in case if this motor is still good. It does have 368,000 miles or something, 370,000. They both had it. My friend actually bought the other one. I'm gonna make a video on that one coming soon. We just did a bunch of stuff to it, but the clutch pedal's to the floor, so we gotta check that out too. I know it's the hydraulics, so hopefully the clutch is still semi-intact, so we can drive on it. I don't really want to drop a trans right now. The exhaust needs to be looked at, so I'm thinking headers maybe. And I was thinking if she didn't want to go turbo or anything, we could just do the turbo over here, because there's, we just do one nice single turbo. It's really easy to get to over there. That's pretty much it. I'm going to focus on trying to get this compressor out and this timing belt cover, and then work my way back. The first thing I want to check is the timing, because this is an interference motor, and if it broke, the valves are going to be bent, and there's a possibility they're going to be bent. I don't even want to really mess with that. I'd rather just get a different motor. We've already got one lined up, so yeah, let me get this timing belt cover off and we'll go from there. Okay, got the AC compressor out, and it looks so much better. We already took the fan out. It was very easy. It was 4 bolts, and it just looks so much cleaner. I also took the sprayers for the windshield off, because it just took up a lot of room in here, and I had to take this brake booster off and either clean it and reseal it or something. But I do like this little peephole so you can get to the valve cover bolt. I guess we're either going to have to cut this down here so it looks clean. I don't want this big bracket sticking up, or hopefully it just unbolts, because I'm pretty sure it's connected to the alternator. So we have to deal with that. And now I'm about to start the long process of trying to figure out how to get access to the timing belt. I was thinking about drilling a hole, putting like a cap or something, but I'm thinking I'm just pop it off. Yeah, I'm gonna pop it off. But looks good. It's gonna be fun. Can't wait to get this thing running. One less car I have to work on. It's gonna be a cool car. The paint's gonna look nice. Alright, we got some really good news. Timing belt is here. Look at that thing. A little loose. Might have to check the timing. But yeah, belt's on, so that is good news. I guess I'm gonna pop that cover back on, and we're gonna focus on trying to get this thing cranked, and I'm gonna order a timing belt kit for this car. Just looks so much better. Progress. Word of the day, progress. I think that's it. Guess I'll have to come back to it whenever I figure out more. Shouldn't be too much left to do. Alright, so now that we got all that out of the way, we're gonna start deleting some more of this EGR shit. So we've got all this right here, this little evap line, which I'm gonna figure something out. I have no idea what I'm doing on the way, so yeah. So we did the AC delete. We gotta get all this junk off the intake. That's actually why I'm pulling it off that into, clean. And get this capped off. I have a plug at my house that fits that. I'll try to figure out what the tap size, the thread size for that is. But I guess I'm gonna mark the distributor too and get that pulled off so I can just, clean around the valve covers and stuff. Try to figure out something to do with this bracket. But yeah, the main goal is to just delete everything that's cluttering the bag. Get this little shroud out. It should look good. Alright, so we got this intake off. That thing was just a big boy. Look at that thing. Like bolts down. The mass airflow sensor bolted. Don't know what to do about that. I have to take it off and clean it. Yeah, the intake is about to come off. Undo a few more hoses and wires, and we'll finally get that off and start getting some actual progress down. I can't wait to see this motor crank over. God damn, boy. Look at that timing belt. That thing almost looked new. But yeah, the change the valve cover gasket on this side is a huge pain. And I might go buy a set real quick because I don't want to take all this back apart. Alright, so it's out. Intake. There's a little bit of pain in the butt. I think I'm going to delete this. This goes into the throttle body. It's for the coolant. And this goes into the intake manifold for coolant. I might delete those too because there's no point in getting hot ass coolant in the intake or the throttle body. The gasket still looks okay. I might put a little RTV on it, see if we can use it just until, more money comes in for parts. Plus, I don't even know where to get one of these gaskets, so I already knew that was going to be a problem. But it's two pieces. It's the top piece worth this 300 or 3000 or whatever, or turbo. And then down here, there's a second, the lower intake manifold. And the cam's actually in the center of this motor, from what I saw in the Nissan repair manual. But yeah, it's looking good. I don't know what's going on with this exhaust, why it goes over the trans. It's probably going to be deleted. Headers in the meantime, because she wants turbo, but we're probably only going to do single. It's a good looking car, and it will be nice when we're done. I might replace these fuel hoses, and I don't understand how this works or why they did it like this, but I'm pretty sure that's a fuel leak right there and right there. So I'm gonna have to figure something out about that. But I'm gonna clean out around the spark plugs, get them out, and spray some fogging oil in the motor. And we're gonna let it sit for a few hours and try cranking it. I'm gonna hand crank it with a wrench the first few turns. But hopefully it runs good. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna disconnect the distributor and crank it for a minute or two. Every 10-second intervals. That way I can get some oil pressure going, because I know it hasn't been started since 2011. And yeah, the rods will knock if you do not build oil pressure before starting a motor. And there's different ways you can get like little canister that builds oil pressure and sends it into the motor, but I ain't got that fancy stuff. So you just crank the motor. It's also the same thing you do when you put a fresh turbo in your car. You prime the turbo. But I'm gonna get these spark plugs out and then we'll go from there, and I'll start making a list of all of the stuff that I need, because some of the hoses like disintegrated. I did cut the EGR because we're deleting that. and it should be good. I guess I'll come back to you after I clean out all the crud around the spark plugs and pull them out. Got them all the way down there. It's so hard to get to. Alright, wish me luck.